Look, guys, I don't care if it's old news. I can't believe it's happening. The anime for fucking Psyren is happening. This is the best thing ever.
You've been talking about this shit more often. You're like, Psyren, out of anything that needs an anime, it's Psyren.
And that's what I said.
Every time it's Psyren. So there you go. We just will it into existence. I'm glad you did that.
Studio Sate Light, same studio that did Fairy Tail.
And I think that makes sense. Do you know which Fairy Tail?
The original Fairy Tail.
But which one though? Because I only asked that because the original series for Fairy Tail, there was the first run of the anime, and then they had to take that break because the voice actor with Lucy was being whatever. And so it was off for like a few years, and then they came back, and I believe they used a different studio to animate the rest of it.
Sate Light was the first one, and then A1 Pictures was the other one.
Oh, they did Hellsing Ultimate? Perfect. I think they'll do fine. I mean, the other great news coming out of the anime, like if it sucks, that's going to be really sad. But at least we're getting the manga volumes republished. I could finally complete the collection I'm pretty sure they're going to bring the volumes out here if they're going to do another run. So that's going to be awesome. I've been doing a lot of stuff. I did read a light novel for One Piece, and it was Law's Story that released last year in English. It is pretty much just Law's life between Corazon dying and before he became a pirate.
What was he doing?
Yeah, he just wound up on this island, and he basically just stayed there the whole time. And that's where he met, like, Beppo, Penguin, and Sachi. They were living with this old inventor, an elderly grandpa-age guy who always creates a lot of inventions that break, and some of them are good, and he wears a Hawaiian shirt. When I was first reading it, I was like, no, dude, no way. Is this, like, going to be like Frankie's grandfather or something?
Right?
Yeah.
Because that's what this feels like. It'd be in the right time frame and stuff. And sure enough, it's not. He's a father for a different character. But I don't know. I mean, he could have a daughter that he never mentioned that could be Frankie's mom. But probably not. There was some really good insight for the op fruit and how it works. And we do get to see Beppo go into, is it the Sulong form? That's what it's called, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we get to see him use that. So that was pretty cool. It's a quick read. It's like not even that long. It's like 4 chapters, I think. So yeah, I think it's worth checking out.
It's not like a steady thing when I decide to read. But when I do, I pretty much like commit to like a couple hours every time I do.
That's hard, not me. I read in spurts. That's crazy.
I'm almost towards the end of the beginning after the end. 80% through the 10th book. Where I'm at inside of the story now, you can really tell like we're getting to like somewhat of like the end here. I would say not to really give too much away, but like of course there's always power scaling that you would have to worry about. What we take from a lot of mangas, the main character is always just going to be OP pretty much no matter what. That's kind of like the intrinsic thing with all mangas. But the book does a good job of like maintaining that power scale so that he's not able to just completely overwhelm everyone all the time. It's very one-to-one. That's just like, sure, like he can do all of these things and he might be the main character with main character energy, but even he knows that he's going to get like mopped up if he goes up against too many people all at once. You know, like he can't just literally take on a whole like army. I don't remember where you stopped, but it was like right as you found out about like the Assurance, I think, right? Like he got taken up to that castle in the sky or something like that. Is that where you stopped?
Yeah, it was like book 5 or 6. He just got back from training with them.
Yeah, and like I said, you'll find that although he's the main character, there's still many characters that they have yet to introduce that pretty much have like a new way to measure power as far as what you can do and what can be done like magic wise. He's not a boring main character. The times where I find like certain chapters that do like the character perspective switches, right? And so you're like looking at the story through another character, through their eyes. I mentioned before, like I found a lot of this to be like boring. Like I don't really fuck with a lot of the other characters in the book, but my stance on that has changed with some of the more characters they introduced later on. They're just a lot more appealing. And then on top of that, there's just a lot more stuff going on that makes them more appealing for that particular chapter and whatever's going on. I would just say just read a little bit more. Just kind of like push yourself through it. And by the time you get to the end of this book or the next book is where you'll kind of start seeing like those changes in the plot. And I like to say, like, without giving too much away, everything looks like it's on equal footing now, but at some point, like, things are going to go guerrilla and a lot of their tactics are going to change. And that's really what kind of drew it in for me, is that we have a lot of discussion about like actual implementations of war and battle and like who's going to do what, how it all works out. Like, it's very Sun Tzu to me after a certain point. And I'm like, okay, this is cool. Like, I really fuck with this, right? This like just gives me kingdom vibes. And that's kind of what I'm into right now. Funny enough, at the same time that I mentioned that, I'm exploring different shows, finishing different things while me and Karina are at the 2-year time skip. Luffy put the straw hat down. He's training. He's doing his thing. We're taking this opportunity to watch a couple of different shows. One of the shows that we picked up was Apothecary Diaries. It's such a good show. I'm sure we talked about it like a million times before, but like, it is something that's worth watching, Danny. It's just something that you can just put on in the background or whatever. Like, it's a good show. I don't really care whether you watch it subbed or dubbed. I'm watching it dubbed, and I like the voice acting for it. But ultimately, it just like it's just so refreshing to like watch an anime that doesn't really have like the general vibe of like classic shonen adventure or fantasy adventure. Like, so many animes these days are just like sort of like European adventure style. Like, here you live in a village. The village is sort of some sort of like outpost or remote, and like you're doing your thing for like some sort of castle or kingdom or country or whatever. This is a show about Dynasty China and how people survived in Dynasty China and what it's like to be, you know, some sort of slave girl in the emperor's palace. And it's like got some Phoenix Wright Ace Detective mystery shit in there, and it's all up my bag. I probably don't do a good job of like really selling it to you, but it's a niche bag of just good storytelling, good plot, good character development. But I know that Jerry's watched it. He can also vouch for it. Like, it's a good show to watch.
Yes. Then it's actually pretty good. In the beginning, I didn't think I would get it, but then as more progressed, you learn the kind of autism the main character has, and it's toward poisons and stuff, more medicinal herbs or all this kind of stuff. You really start to get a feel for what the show's actually about, and it's just like a mystery / drama, but it's anime, so they're gonna have like anime bullshit on there.
Yeah, there are some moments like you see like
It makes me laugh.
yeah, I mean, like, they'll do caricatures. Like, it's still like cartoonesque in that sense, you know, like, but it's whatever. It's like very few and far between.
Yeah, I'm not discrediting. It's a really good story. I'm trying to hop on somebody's Crunchyroll so I can watch season 2.
Yeah, I've always heard good things about it. I'm doing too much over here.
Yeah, same. I've been trying to catch up with the boys. We're rewatching a season that I just completely forgot what happened. It's the Hero-gasm season, which is pretty fucking cool.
Was that season 3?
I believe so.
That's a fun time. I forgot how gritty it can get. I like the whole dynamic of just fucking Butcher and Mindseeker, because I just watched that episode where he got in his mind, and he just sent him through that nightmare loop of what had happened with his brother. How it all pretty much just like a big ass cycle. Butcher's just well, he feels sorry, and that's something like he has regret, because that's something you don't see a lot with him, especially. I think I'm about to finish the season. I've just been catching up with that, and then I gotta watch a bunch of anime. Her friend told us Apothecary Diaries.
Do you care if it's subbed or dubbed?
What, the anime?
The Boys?
No, not the boys. What the fuck?
What are you talking about? It really depends. Apothecary Diaries I really liked that dub because it really fit with the characters sometimes. So, because it's most of the time it's just conversation and inner monologues. Besides that, the dub was actually okay. So I kept that one in English, but other ones I like. I don't know, man. It really depends whether or not they're good dubs. Like, I don't really care. You know what I should have done? I should have watched Nukitashi in dub, because that'd be pretty funny to hear these people say. I don't know. But it's funny, too, in Japanese, because they censor words. Like they beep words out. And this with the subtitle as well, it's also, like, X'd out. I'm pretty sure if there was a dub, it'd probably be the same, but I've been watching Gintama too.
That's right.
Should have been watching Gintama while we were at the meetup. That's what I should have been doing instead of standing around. Yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna start watching this movie. Pretty soon, I think. I think I just got to like the third year of animation, so the stories are getting pretty nice, actually.
Do you have an actual episode count? Like, do you know what episode number you're on?
98. I saw the one where the Ultraman episode, except it was a woman and she had a crush on one of the villains.
I think I remember that. And she's like middle-aged, right? She's like talking about how she's really old.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm only getting older now and I need to settle down and I need to get married.
I remember the one where this guy was trying to, the sniper was trying to take out Gintoki and he thought Gintoki was looking at him the whole time.
Yes.
But he was just looking at the woman undressing the floor below the sniper.
Such a great
that
episode.
That shit was so good. I don't know how he thinks of this kind of stuff, man, because that's just funny, dude. That's just straight up funny, man. There's no fucking poop or dick jokes. That's just pure
yeah,
humor.
Sriracha
dude.
the goat, man.
It's so funny, man. Yeah. I don't know if I'm almost there to anywhere, but I don't know. The last major arc that happened was that one woman came to try to take Shinpachi's sister in marriage.
Oh, her best friend?
Yeah, the twist was that she was a woman.
She's actually a swordswoman.
Yeah, that was the last major one I think I remember watching. Everything else was kind of like gimmick.
It's really crazy how you're really far into the show at this point, but it's still pretty crazy how long it takes for them to introduce these characters. Because, like, I remember a character like her that they've already, like that you just now got introduced to. She's in a lot of arcs. Like, she's pretty much a staple character from that point forward.
And you know what was fucking funny, too? The fact that, like, the last episode of the arc happened, I'm like, oh, that's cool. I wonder if she's going to be recurring character. The fucking next episode, they put this bitch in, like, fucking, like, the most out of place fucking scene. So the host club, all the girls did something else, so they needed to hire a bunch of other women.
Oh, and she was there.
She was there, yeah, and they dressed her up and all that. Yep. And then there was a second date one, too. I'm like, dude, she's supposed to be the cool one, but then, like, they put her in all this fucking...
No, the cool stuff's over.
Yeah, like, not even an episode break, and she's already in some wackiness.
Now, like Oscar said, she's a staple character now, so that means she has to go through the rounds of all the goofy shit.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Exactly, dude.
The best kind of jokes in that show are always going to be the ones where characters are, like, completely serious. They're, like, stoic when they're just saying the stupidest shit. It's such a good time, dude. Like, I think my favorite ones are, like, whenever Kagura is, like, looking down on Ginpachi Gintoki or Shinpachi, and she'll be like looking down on them. Oh, you're so fucking useless. You're just a fucking like piece of shit or some shit. Meanwhile, Shinpachi's just like, what the fuck are you talking about? You haven't done shit today. Like you literally just spent all day living in the fucking closet doing nothing.
Just random bullshit. Like the Lupin the Third opening just came at me out of nowhere. That's something else I have to watch too.
Yes.
I really missed the cut when they played that on Adult Swim. And it wasn't even that late either.
Honestly, I missed out on so many good shows that were on Adult Swim.
I've been reading a lot. I have been watching some movies, and I've been playing a couple things. I've been kind of all over the place.
What have you been watching?
The most recent movie I watched was One Battle After Another.
Ooh. Was it good as what is it as good as hyped to be?
It was a cool movie. I think it's a good movie. I don't know about it being like a super great, like fantastic film.
No. Nobody said that.
It's not going to get Leo another Oscar, you don't think?
It's just worth the watch, though.
I think it's worth the watch. I kind of want to say the title, One Battle After Another, has a double entendre to it. In the opening act, they drop the title.
Uh-huh.
When they say One Battle After Another, it has a specific meaning for the characters and the setting. But then as you go through the whole film, you're like, holy cow, it really is one battle after another because so many things keep happening and bumping into each other. Plot A is happening, and this character goes over to this random person not involved, but then it ends up being connected anyways because of character B's stuff is somehow tangled in there as well. And it just like the scope just gets wider and like how complicated this Venn diagram gets. And it all flows very natural too. Freaking Leonardo DiCaprio it's honestly great seeing him in a role that's like outside of his normal stuff. Because just seeing him as like this old dad that grew up in LA that's hitting vapes, has like that freaking handlebar mustache and stuff. Like he just like he doesn't look like a Leonardo DiCaprio tier actor, and I think that's freaking awesome. Yeah, it's so funny because he's always just saying like, "Yeah, what's up, fool? Like, hey, what's the homes? Like, what we talk about this?" That I'm like, bro. I'm like, damn, bro, you really from LA? Like, okay.
It looks legit. It looks like a movie worth checking out. I mean, I'm all for it. It just looks like one of those like like those gritty ghetto movies. I like that kind of shit, dude. And so like just pretty much nonstop action from the moment it starts, huh? It's almost 3 hours, 2 hours 42 minutes.
God damn! So it has to be.
Wait, was it really that long?
Oh, then it has to be pretty good then. If they just go by like that,
It didn't feel like 3 hours for me. That's crazy.
it's cool. That's a good movie then.
It's not nonstop action like you're saying. It's just nonstop. Like there's always something going on.
Oh, so the battle isn't necessarily a physical one.
No, there is intense stuff going on. Yeah, it's not like high octane action stuff. Like if you don't have the patience to sit there and like just see this narrative unfold, then this movie is definitely not for you. Freaking the score is great. A lot of it is just like a piano just playing in the background to add to the intensity. Just the way they want to throw it in when it's necessary. It's really good. And shout out to Sean Penn. He is in this movie. I want to say he's the main antagonist for the film. He's like unrecognizable, and the way he talks, and he has all these weird jitters. I'm thinking like, is this his take on RFK or something? You know, because that'd be really funny. But yeah, check it out. Apparently the book is better, so I will be reading it at some point. It's also set in a different time. I believe the book is set in the 80s in Northern California, whereas the movie is set in modern day in what I believe is Southern California. Oh, and the novel is called Vineland, not One Battle After Another.
I have plans to see Markiplier's movie later this month when it premieres.
Same here.
The Iron Lung.
I got my tickets down. Yeah, that man sold out like...
He sold that in his hometown.
I'm also planning to see a movie finally tomorrow as of this recording. I'm going to go see Marty Supreme.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
I've been meaning to watch that too.
Yeah, it's been nonstop hype, so I'm like, it's time. It's time to watch it.
Yeah, you gotta love those A24 movies, man. They just hit so hard.
Yeah, from whatever little I've heard about it, I've just heard nothing but good things.
I'm glad you guys had a good time.
Yeah, it was fun. I should probably go all 4 days.
That is the correct answer. Yes.
How much was your 4-day pass?
ALA was kind enough
To give us a press badge.
Yeah.
You know, even if we don't get provided a press badge, which we haven't before, I'm more than willing to buy a 4-day badge because they are, at most, I think it gets up to like 120 or something, which is nothing.
It was pretty nice. I got a jacket. I ate some food in there. I saw takoyaki at first, but then they said they sold out of that.
Oh, that's right.
So
That's
then
right.
I got, what did I get? I got tuna and on rice and seaweed with some kind of mayo. It was pretty good.
Did you guys see the trailer for Steel Ball Run?
Yes.
No.
That shit is so fucking clean, Danny. Oh my god.
Yeah, it actually is. It's pretty hype. Yeah.
I believe you.
It's not something you feel like you'll check out when it finally comes out.
I have thought about giving Steel Ball Run a second chance, but I just don't feel like doing that right now.
At least you said right now. That tells me that feeling that you're feeling is a temporary feeling. Give it time. 2026 has time to change our perspective. Hopefully this will turn out to be a good year.
Look, there's cool stuff in Steel Ball Run, but I think it's okay. I think it's pretty overhyped. But I don't know. I read it a long time ago. I think I should give it a second chance to see if I still feel that way. Just like I did with Part 5. You know, I didn't really like Part 5, and then I gave it a second chance, and I'm like, yeah, it's okay.
I'm just floating on the hype, so I'm not really. I don't really want to go back and read it. If the hype will carry me to animation release day, then from there we'll see what's up.
Alrighty, gamers, before we get out of here, we do have an email, of course. unversedpodcast@gmail.com. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, and if you want to comment anywhere else, we will pull those and bring them up on the show like we are right now. This is from the boy Mark, so thank you as always. And he brings up an interesting topic. Often enough on the show, we talk about animes getting remakes or coming back. But what about cartoons coming back? And he brings up Ben 10 for this example, because there is like rumors that Ben 10 for a long time was going to have like a Max series, or just like it's going to come back in some form, which it is. There's going to be a comic coming out, but it got him thinking about this stuff. And then he brought up, hey, Fiona and Cake happened. It's a spinoff from a beloved show. It's back, but it's, as he says, like it's more mature. Like I guess they curse and there's some blood in the show
because it's on HBO.
Right, yeah, so it's not on Cartoon Network.
Correct. So they have more freedom to do so. To do stuff
Fiona
like that.
has sex. That's right.
Obviously directed towards the audience that grew up watching it, so it's going to be for older and not for like some kids.
No kids allowed.
But yeah, so that got him really thinking. And aside from that, he doesn't really know if there's any like cartoons that have come back in that fashion. And that's his question, is like, what are some cartoon revivals that you would want to see come back for the older audience? The only other example I know off the top of my head was season 5 for Samurai Jack. Yeah, aside from Ben 10, I don't know what kind of cartoon I would want to come back. I mean, I could say Megas XLR should come back, but that is like high fantasy tier of dreaming. Part of me is like, a lot of these shows, not specifically just Cartoon Network, but like a lot of the shows, it's like, yeah, if they come back for the older audience, like, is it even going to be the same kind of show that it was?
Mm-hmm. I think that like I can think of a handful of shows that I wouldn't mind coming back. If I wanted like a filler, just like a show just to like not even think about, I'd probably just say you can bring Robot Chicken back. There's some funny shit about it, and then there's not, like it's just a skit. I don't know. There are shows that did get a lot of reboots that my generation, were like very happy for, killed for, like Aqua Teen Hunger Force coming back. That thing got like two revivals from the initial show, and it's a very niche audience. It's like you would think of Adult Swim, but Aqua Teen Hunger Force is the first thing that you would think of, right? Like other people are familiar with like some of the other shows like C Lab 2021. All these nuanced shit is just like, they're all just characters from older shows, like from Boomerang. It's something to think about, but all the same, it's not something that I can really say that I've really thought about too hard. Like, oh man, like I really wish like X show had came back. Like if it came back now, and it's like you say, Danny, it's like, for it to come back, is it coming back for the sake of popularity? Is it coming back for like my sake? Like it's like when they brought back the other Birdman show, right? Because they made a sequel to Harvey Birdman with his daughter, and that got like one or two seasons, and it was okay. Like people talked about it, but obviously it wasn't popular enough where people are just like, yeah, that show's funnier than Harvey Birdman.
Harvey Birdman's already niche as it is.
Honestly, if I had to give this a real answer, I would want Xavier Renegade Angel. I wouldn't mind if they brought that
Xavier?
show back. Yeah, Xavier Renegade Angel. And it's just like, my thought on this is just like, you are never going to see another show as stupid as that show.
Generator X needed more. Remember that show?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that needed a lot more. But I don't know what was happening over there at Cartoon Network Studios. They had a gold mine, and then they just wasted it all.
I know it only had one season on Nickelodeon, but El Tigre should definitely come back.
Oh my god, dude! I was gonna say that, but I thought that was too niche for this this spot, man. Oh man, I'm so glad you said that. We needed a Mexican superhero, dude. That's what we needed, bro.
Yeah, I know the original creator, George Gutierrez. He did a Netflix show that was CG. But you know what? He's gonna be busy to do a reboot because he's gonna be working on Speedy Gonzalez. He's bringing that shit back, and that is perfect.
They could do something with The Martian. There's Duck Dodgers still.
Oh, Duck Dodgers would be fucking sweet.
And then The Martian Queen.
Oh stop! Are we gooning now?
They were in that Looney Tunes show.
Back in action?
No, the one after that.
You're talking about with Bugs and Daffy when they were living together?
Yeah.
The Bugs and that's actually my favorite Looney Tunes show. That's the one that's still on HBO Max.
Oh, the Looney Tunes show. That's what it's called.
Yeah, this was a good show. I really liked the show. And they brought back almost all of the characters, too. The only other iteration of Daffy that matters is Wizard Daffy.
What kind of Blood Edge the Griffin kind of shit did you post right now?
Oh, you think that's cool? Dude,
This is canon, bro.
this is completely canon. Look at this. Look at the thumbnail for this fucking video right here.
What kind of anime?
Why is this on the Two Best Friends Play subreddit?
I have no idea.
What the fuck?
But I'm glad it was here, dude.
An elf harem, huh?
I'm down. Shoot. You know what? Maybe that is my
Daffy.
favorite Daffy.
Daffy Duck is my fucking spirit
I don't know,
animal
man, but
for
Duck
sure.
Dodgers is pretty fucking sweet too.
Yeah, Duck Dodgers. So, all right, gamers, with that, we could wrap up for today. Thank you for listening as always. And we'll be back with future episodes.
Tune in next time when we talk about nothing.